In this video, I will be debunking the Tom Aspinall hype train in 10 minutes. The first point I want to make about Tom Aspinall is he simply does not have the experience necessary to beat Jon Jones. 25 minutes and 41 seconds is the total amount of cage time for Tom Aspinall. That is nothing compared to Jon Jones. You could watch Tom Aspinall's entire career in the amount of time that it would take you to watch a Jon Jones, Daniel Cormier, the first fight. Okay? Literally. I say this to say that Jon Jones has so much experience. It's a wealth of experience, and he's seen it all, man. That's a confidence booster. This is not a guy who, when it goes to the second round, it feels unfamiliar. This is not a guy that when he gets cut open or busted up, it feels unfamiliar. This is not even a guy that if his toe gets broken, it feels unfamiliar. Okay, Jon Jones has been through it all, and he knows all there is to know under the sun of the MMA landscape. Okay, Tom Aspinall doesn't. And I'm not saying that younger guys can't beat older guys. We see it all the time, sure, but in this case, in this very specific circumstance, Tom Aspinall hasn't even been active. And the last time he fought was damn near a year ago. We are actually closing in on a year very soon. July of 2020, I think, was it July or June? It was July 27th of 2024. We are in March. We are in late March. I think it's March 20th today, I think, of 2025. So we are closing in 4 months away from it being a whole year. And it looks like it's going to be a whole year because Jon Jones isn't fighting anytime soon. He just came out and said he needs 6 months to prepare for the Aspinall fight, you know? So Jon knows what he's doing. Jon is being annoying, but that's a whole different thing. Today we're debunking Mr. Aspinall's hype train. My next point is that Tom Aspinall's only hope in this fight is a puncher's chance because there is nothing that Tom Aspinall is better at than Jon Jones. What exactly is he better at, bro? Does he have better cardio than Jon Jones? We don't know. He'd never even been past the second round. What are we talking about here, guys? Does he have better clinch than Jon Jones? I doubt it. I really doubt it, bro. I mean, I'm sorry. Shout out to the UK. Love you, but you guys don't have the same wrestling system that we have in the United States. And I'm going to take an American wrestler every time over, you know, a Leon Edwards type or a Tom Aspinall type. Leon Edwards, he's fighting Sean Brady this weekend, guys. I think Sean Brady beats him because there's a blueprint on these striker guys from the UK. There's a blueprint on you. You could look at, you know, MVP. Like, there's a whole blueprint. You just wrestle them. You're fantastic strikers. Chat shit, get banged. You know what I mean? UK, y'all got it in certain regards, but so do we. We got it in certain regards too. And Jon Jones' wrestling is far superior than Tom Aspinall. And you cannot tell me that if Jon Jones puts it in his mind and says, I'm going to take down Tom Aspinall, that he can't. This is a guy who's taken down Daniel Cormier. This is a guy who's taken down the who's who of the sport. People, you know, like, it's hard. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, it's almost like you guys never heard of Jon Jones the way you talk about this guy, Tom Aspinall. It's crazy to me. So let's answer the question. What is Tom Aspinall better at? Well, he's got knockout power. And he's got more size. He's a bigger guy. He's a naturally bigger guy than Jon Jones. And he's got knockout power. But at the same time, Jon Jones is really good at moving out the way. Just being out the way, rolling with punches. Jon Jones is really good at not getting hit. That we still kind of, like, people act like, oh, we don't know what happens when Jon Jones get hit, but we kind of do. Like, he's been tagged before clean, and he kind of eats it. We've never seen Jon Jones on spaghetti legs or anything like that. He eats the shot every time, but he always makes sure that there's not a second shot or a third. He's always just in the right place at the right time. His distance management is fantastic. His kicks are fantastic, you know, and he mixes them up. He goes to the head, to the body, to the legs. You see him in Thailand doing Muay Thai instructionals and being treated as some sort of, authority on the matter, because quite frankly he is. John Jones is one of those special guys, and he's not just like, you know, he's not a joke. He's not a joke, which is what I feel Aspinall and his fans, which are really, in my opinion, John Jones haters, are making him out to be. That brings me to my next point. Tom Aspinall, for the most part, in my opinion, don't get me wrong, he has England. England is behind him. The UK loves him, etc., etc. But most of his support is coming from the hate that people have for John Jones. John Jones is one of those people who, people can gleefully throw stones at. Meanwhile, we all really live in glass houses, don't we? I'm not a perfect individual. You're not a perfect individual. And neither is John Jones. But for whatever reason, there's a large pocket of society that when they see someone who's not perfect or possibly worse than them, someone who they could point to and say, ha, at least I don't, do this. At least I don't do that. That's what people like to do with John Jones. It makes them feel better about themselves, and they love to throw stones. Me personally, I've never been into that. I think it's negative. I think, I'm here for the sport. I'm here for the martial arts. I'm here for the story of, the fight and things like that. That's why I'm here. I don't really get to, I don't care about what Tom Aspinall does in his personal life. I truly don't. I don't care what John Jones does in his personal life. I care about what they do in regards to MMA. I don't despise Tom Aspinall when I make these videos. I just am an MMA fan, and I like the story to be told correctly. And I don't like this narrative that I hear from a lot of people who don't even got the right to have a pen in their hand, okay? If you started watching this sport in 2015, the McGregor era, you, in my opinion, are a new fan. You're someone who doesn't really deserve the right to an opinion yet. You're someone who, especially if you're one of those types that didn't go back and do the research, didn't go back and watch every season of The Ultimate Fighter, go back and watch, you get what I mean? Old pay-per-views, and if you haven't done the work, you're cannon fodder to me, yeah? But if you have, kudos to you. Maybe drop a comment below. But most of you haven't. Most of you people that are spouting that, oh, John's ducking Tom Aspinall, are Johnny-come-lately pandemic fans, okay? Get out of here with that. You guys don't deserve to have a voice in the sport, because people who are fans of the sport, people who competed in the sport, we need to check y'all. We need to, you guys don't barely even have a seat at the table, bro. And yet you're dominating the conversation. It's ridiculous. So my last point that I want to touch on here is that Tom Aspinall, when he does lose, he will be turned on. You will see all of his supporters, or maybe not England, right? England will still ride with him. The UK will ride with him, sure. But this is a lot more than just the UK in that. His supporters right now, right? The internet Aspinall fans, they are going to turn on Tom Aspinall the same way they turned on Surreal Gone, the same way, they turn on everybody who can't beat the big bad John Jones, because it's based in hate. They want to see John Jones lose so bad, but he's so good that he doesn't. And now, instead of just giving John credit for the win over Aspinall, you will all try to discredit him. You will all say, oh, well, his best win was Andrei Arlovsky. That was the only former champion on his record. Ha ha ha. And it's yeah, that's true. But when you were blinded by the hope of this guy winning, it wasn't true. You get what I'm trying to say there? I'm almost at 10 minutes. I've done my job. We've debunked the hype train. It's really just based on hate and, stuff like that. So anyways, let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you agree or disagree. It does not matter. Just join the discussion, or just join the discussion and follow for more. Leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent, and you are all appreciated.